If you have lived and worked in the UK for a while, you probably know about these brown envelopes. Not the fanciest things to receive. I used to be excited about letters, and then suddenly I realized that there were letters that you wish you didn't get. But it's part of the requirements of living and working and having an existence in a country that is functional. So the brown envelopes, I've got one. I've opened it, not the best of contents, but we'll move on. Part of my experiences last month when I was on a holiday trip to Montenegro was to experience firsthand what people feel about others who look different from them. So it's one thing to say that the world is global, but you realize that the more global the world is, the more divide is really. So in Montenegro, in the hotel we stayed, we had this set of young children who actually were on holidays. I think they did about 2 or 3 days in that facility. And you could see them play football, going about with their guide and having the time of their lives. On the second day, I was trying to go through to the breakfast place, and I had a sea of these young chaps who were playing, both boys and girls. I would say they were about 7 to 11 years old. And then as I went past a couple of them, I could hear them trying to get off from their guardian, from one of their supervisors. And then eventually two ran up to me. They walked aside me on both sides. And one was like, "Can I give him a pass?" I was like, "What pass?" He said, "Can I give him a pass to use the N-word?" And I'm like, "How do you mean?" I didn't really pick it early. I'm slow like that. But he said, "Can you use the N-word?" I'm like, "Why would you want to use the N-word?" He said, "Because if I give him a pass, then he can use it." So I had to stop just briefly to say to him, "Well, you know it's wrong to use it, pass or no pass. And you shouldn't be asking for a pass really to use things that you know are offensive to others." The second person on my left, he was like, "Well, you can, but I can say nigger." That's saying that myself as a black guy, I can say nigger, can't I?
You catch that nigga behind that tree, run, nigga, run. The party won't catch you, run, nigga, run. You better get away.
I'm like, I don't need to, I don't have to say it. And you yourselves shouldn't need to say it. It's not right, it's not a kind word to use. Well, they said thank you, and they went on with their daily things. And then the next evening, I was out at the high street, and then I had my friend with me, and some random guy who would just pull in across. He was walking in opposite our direction, and then he looked at us like, "Hello," and then we said, "Hi, hello," and they said, "F you motherfuckers." Just out of the blues, we hadn't done anything, but you could see the sensationalization of the color of our skin. Throughout our stay, there were probably maybe, you could count how many black people you saw in 4 nights of stay, and they weren't quite used to the color of the skin. So education is key. People need to spend a bit more time talking to their children that there are different colors of people. There are different people in different shades, and they are not inferior to any other shade. Not yours, not theirs. It's just humanity. And bringing it back home, home as per Nigeria, you find that it's not so much about the color of the skin. It's people being divided on religion, being divided on tribal marks, on language, on ethnicity. There is so much that divides humanity, so much. And then you take a trip to the workplace, you find placards, banners, 7 people, and then maybe a black person. I'm like, well, this is just rota filling. People find people of other colors to put on placards, on posters, to make it look like we are all included. But we know there are subtle racisms everywhere. There are people who are suffering things that they haven't done, either in the workplace or even in the general society at large, because of the color of their skin, or because of the way they speak, or because of the way they are perceived. there is racism. For the first time last week, I had a patient who sat on the patient side. To be fair to her, she didn't mean anything evil. I don't think she did. But she had come in a hype. She was distressed by something, almost tearfully. And then first 10 seconds of sitting down, she sought for permission to rub my skin. And she was like, "I love your skin." And I'm like, "Thank you." I took my hand away. These things will keep happening. People either envy you, or they admire you, or they feel they just wish they had what you have. And for those who don't know the ethics of it, who don't see the big picture, who don't see how it hurts, they speak these words in a way that eventually would upset the other person. Those who see the fun side of it, who are perhaps much more educated or much more sensitive, they will bring it down as admiration. All said and done, it's not okay to divide people on account of their looks, on account of their tongue, on account of their origin. Let people give what they have in them. Let people shine forth. Do not suppress anybody's light because they are not from your own side of the world. Be fair, be kind. Remember that one word of kindness, it takes another year or two or more to be able to reverse it. It lifts and it boosts every spirit. So that's my take home for today. My name is Dr. Oji Obioro. I'm the GP with a special interest in YouTube. I'll see you around shortly. Bye.